Now you saw the thumbnail, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Rhoda Osmond, the AKA Brick Lady. And I know you guys are saying, what does this have to do with martial arts? Well, it's not really about her, it's about what she represents. I'm not going to show you any video with her because we've seen this over 1 million views. So unless you've been living under a rock, you've seen her smack people and twerk and cry and talk about what a good person she was. But the video, which I always wondered, do the whole case. Why it took so long to get a video of this, because it was in a parking lot by an establishment, a club or whatever, and these places always have video. Even way back in the day, they have video. So finally the video comes up and it turns out that the Brick Lady was hit by a water bottle. And I can tell you a water bottle doesn't do that kind of damage unless you're a pitcher for the New York Yankees and you're throwing it at 150 miles an hour. It doesn't do that. She was wearing a mask. She came to the party in a mask, and then she took the mask off and said, and comes to find out she ran this 5 years ago, another GoFundMe, and there's a lot of things that let us know we should be suspicious. We have a right to have trepidations about her. And her chicanery has come to fruition. We see the video. She went to Jamaica and now today she's turned herself in. What I would tell you, all my martial arts out there, your superpower is for yourself and your family. I have 3 daughters, and trust me, if anything happens to them, you gotta deal with me. However, it's not my responsibility to save a woman or a woman like that who goes around instigating problems. And people will, talk about videoing, people will try to shame you about videoing things. I say video everything. There's a lot of things that we've done in our lives that people would never believe if we told them this story. Make a comment, go down in the comments and let me know anything that's happened in your life that's been so crazy you felt or you knew no one would believe you. That's why you have the video. And you can turn that video in to help that person in the case. But you don't want to be like this gentleman, I think sometime this year, he was at Walmart with his girlfriend and his child, and a big argument started outside between the couple. He tried to intervene. The girlfriend said, "Don't get involved." He said, "Baby, I'm gonna get involved anyway." He's a big dude. Went over and the guy shot him and took his life. And now that child is without a father. That's why you have to be careful of your superpowers. Also, you might hurt somebody and you gotta be careful with that. You go over there, you didn't know that the skinny guy punched that hard. You didn't know that the short guy was a wrestler. You didn't know that the fat guy had that much endurance. He's going at 110 and you're going at 50. So when you match his 110, you have skill, he doesn't. He falls, he hits his head or something like that happens, and now you have a manslaughter case. Now you have murder on your sheet. You have problems, you have to spend money for lawyers and all these kinds of things. That's why getting ready to go into a fight, you have to think about it really, really closely. Is it worth it? Before COVID, I had a guy who was working for me, and he deserved to get his ass kicked. And I was going to put foot to ass, as I've done before. And my wife said, absolutely not. My martial arts school is across the street from a police station. She said, your martial arts school is across the street from the police station. And if you should hit this man and hurt this man and delete him by accident, then I'm gonna wind up losing you. Pay him his money and send him on his way. Man, That was hard for me. But I understood what she was saying, and what she said made so much sense. You have to pick your battles. People ask me, why are martial artists so nice? We're so nice because we absolutely know with 40 years of training, 30 years of training, 20 years of training, 10 years of training, 5 years of training, that the average Joe down the street, wrong day, we could be in the bar taking a couple of drinks, get hit with a bottle, and all that jiu-jitsu, all that karate, all that 52 blocks means absolutely nothing. You got hit with that bottle and you are out cold. We know that. That's why we respect all people, which is in our creed. Respect all people, regardless of race, creed, color, or gender. I'm gonna say it again. Respect all people, regardless of race, creed, color, or gender. And that's in the creed, the 52 block creed. But you have to understand that that's why a lot of martial artists are not confrontational. They know how easy it is to get it. It's the one that doesn't fight, or that has never had a fight, who has an opinion. That's why you have people, oh, you should video, you're a punk for videoing. Why are you videoing? You're videoing so you can have evidence. Look at all the things that's happening in the world today, cases that are coming up, and things that you would have never thought that people would do or were doing, but the video is the truth. So the video in this case tells you she was hit with a bottle. He said she smacked him, which he does. She smacked him first, and he just threw the bottle at her. That didn't cause that injury. That injury was not caused by that and wasn't caused by a brick. I can tell you that. And why was she wearing a mask? What surprises me with the police, they said, well, he hit her with the bottle. And they're not saying, we know the bottle didn't do that damage. And that's the next thing that we're going to find out about this case. But what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is stay away from toxic people, and you're not Superman. With that, I say, silly.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.